And it looks like we're finally live. And I would like to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. Oh my God. Just as I was setting up, um, because I edit audio during streams now, I'm usually just having that getting ready to go. And my computer just decided to crash hard before starting, which caused a cascade of problems. I think it might have something to do with my server, which I am now going to restart to try and fix problems. But everything has now been backed up. I have copies of everything that I was working on, so I won't have to do another like 2 or 3 hours of work to get back to where I was before starting the stream. But I do now have to I have to reboot my server, and I have to remember how to do that because it's not a trivial matter. It's not that hard, but I can just never remember what the thing is. I know it's a local. I don't want to. I have to do a thing where I'm not like saying what I'm doing out loud because that could be bad. I think it might be that, but no, completely wrong. Okay, I know where to look. But yeah, so that was extremely stressful, completely unnecessarily so. I don't know why it all decided to crash all at once. I think I was trying to do too many things, and the server was being really slow. So instead of going, oh, you know what, your server's a bit slow at the moment, it thought, do you know what would be hilarious? If we just all completely crashed. No, that's not what that is.
Hi, everybody, anyway.
Just know that if I try and talk whilst typing in passwords, my brain is going to make me say them out loud, which would be very bad. I don't even need passwords from this. I just need... Can you... Something is being very, very, very finicky right now. We'll try that one.
Close the many prawn tabs.
There are no prawn tabs. The computer crashed and restarted. I don't have my I don't have my Chrome set to open all previous tabs to pawn. No, I actually hate that. I really, really dislike when it constantly tries to open up things. Right, I'm going to have to use the web app. Nope, that's not the button. There we go. Again, trying not to read stuff out. Not that any of you are likely to be able to do anything with any of this information. And not like it would just be very annoying. But yeah, I know how bad my brain can be. Yes, connect, please. You're just going to sit there and be a dick. It might be better off for me to run in and actually hard switch off the server, which is terrible for it. But if it's being incredibly slow, oh, is it actually going to connect? Or is it going to sit here staring at me blankly?
We all know your password is whiskey.
My password for everything is whiskey, whiskey1, and whiskey with a 1 for the I. Can you tell that I've never used that? I hadn't even thought to use that. Then again, it's probably pretty good that I haven't done that because that would be quite stupid. I do occasionally get messages where people have tried to log into my account, and I just don't get it. Like, what are you expecting? And like, I have my security set up pretty decently. My major point of failure with security is my own brain betraying me. I'm generally pretty good with security hygiene, though. Like, I got an email today from someone I was expecting, but I always check. Whenever you get an email, especially if it's not one that you've directly asked for. Like, if you've got contact with someone and they're in your contacts, you're probably fine. Even then, you have to be careful, but you're probably fine. But if something's from a different version of the thing, you definitely have to check it. And of course I did, and it was bullshit. My password for everything is star 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 star. Oh yeah, it censored it. That's funny. Right, are you actually logging in? It looks like... Yeah, I mean, the fact that this is taking so long to log in is pretty telling.
Oh, wow.
That, yeah,
It's
like...
just even loading the picture in the background.
The image in the background, you know, because it's... most modern... I've got a nice server that's, like, very easy to use.
I know some of your old folks would understand this. You know, on dial-up, when you, like, had a picture on the internet, and it would slowly load the picture. That's basically what happened.
In IT Crowd. So, dial-up was the worst. You'd spend all night and you'd see 3 women. It is sitting there staring at me now with the login thing, showing me nothing. I've got a nice, now quite high resolution image in the background. Although it was blurry as fuck before. I was happy with blurry as fuck. Give me blurry as fuck. Goddamn load. I don't need the niceties. I need work now. And I really don't want to have to get up. I am starting to feel like get up is probably the ideal thing. Because I'm going to have to navigate through the menus just to get to a button that says restart. But I'm now 95% sure this is what screwed me. I think...
Do you think the server just farted?
Sometimes when the server's on for a while, it eventually builds up and it like gets stupid. Like, it's not perfect. It's quite small.
You have to make the server go to sleep because it's got insomnia.
You have to turn it off.
Yeah.
Completely. But it's only one. You have to knock it out for 2 seconds and then wake it up with smelling salts. And then it goes, oh, what the fuck's going on? And then it will actually work. It's just, it's still better than my old server. I did build one for myself, and I used to fucking hate that thing. It was really cool, and it was very quick. This one's also very quick. Just as quick, really. But the old one was running on open source software, and holy shit, every time something went wrong, I had to relearn it, because I would set it up, and then it would work for months, and I wouldn't have to touch it. And then something would go wrong, and it would start not letting me log in, or some other bullshit. And I would spend all goddamn day just trying to get the thing to let me at my files. It used to drive me absolutely bananas. So I ended up I was like, screw it. I'm spending the money. I'm getting an overpriced commodity semi-enterprise thing, and I'm just going to fill it with hard drives, and I'm going to let them do the hard bits for me. And oh my god, it was the best decision I've ever made. In terms of that particular kind of stress, holy fuck, it's so much better. Now, there are more solutions these days and more options and potentially cheaper ones. But at least for now, yeah, this is like a small blip in a otherwise pretty good relationship. I am actually going to go and do the thing.
It could be the heat, actually.
It's probably not the heat. The heat doesn't do this. The heat would shut it down if it was overheating.
Okay.
It would just shut down, and then I'd get an email, which I quite like as well. Keep chat entertained for 2 minutes. I'm going to go.
I've already been doing it for like the past half an hour.
Yeah, but now with words. Say words at them.
I don't want to say words. Can I just type in chat to you guys?
No.
Why not?
Check out Benji's password.
Is it 6969 and then 96?
No.
Jingle keys. Okay, jingle jingle. Hello everybody. How you doing anyway? Promised singing? I promised nothing. No. I thought you were on about him singing as well, not me. Tales about Egypt. That is a big subject. What would you like to know? In 1936, Einstein developed a theory about space, and it was about time too. Funny. Thank you. You are welcome. You're still part. Oh, you've been. Wow, 8 months as a member. Wow.
It's just completely cut out. Oh. And now we've got...
And now it's broke the background.
Oh, of course it's broken the background.
Is the background on the server?
Yeah, I think the background's on...
Why would you put the background on the server?
Because I didn't expect it to do that.
It's fine, we're in the void now.
But I try and, yeah. Honestly, I kind of like the vibe.
36 was also a year which... like started at the end of 1935. That's really cool. The best terrible stream ever. Yeah, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. Typical, right? Like, I don't know why he left the picture on the server, but I just automatically put it into
No. Presumably we'll know that we're back on track.
I hope so.
Once that does the thing. Okay, we've got connection again. Apparently, allegedly, presumably. It's not even that it's buffering. It is just that OBS is completely shitting itself over and over. It does explain why OBS was also misbehaving. If that was running off of the server, at least for part of its thing. Okay, we've got a picture.
Yay!
No proper background, but it's better than nothing.
It's fine.
That. Then
you can see all the outline of my crappy artwork now.
I can get into my files. Now, if I open my editing software, if it doesn't,
don't touch
misbehave
anything.
I have to touch things.
Don't touch.
If I don't, I need to test. I need to do science.
He's going to break it again, isn't he?
Well, if it was the server, there's no breaking it. There's just, well, there is breaking it, but, you know, restarting it tends to fix things. It gets sped up.
Yes, don't press the...
Yeah, clearly I pressed that. That was the big problem. It's possible we've just lost air.
Thank you, Demon Orb. I appreciate it.
I don't think he heard you. Oh, are we?
Yeah, it really doesn't want to work, does it? But thank you, Demon Orb.
It just got really blurry. Are we... Like, loading up Vegas now is taking way longer than it should.
Yep.
It's all amazing. I just want to be working. Okay, so we've disconnected the encoder again.
Yeah, the show is about buffering.
Giving it a moment. It really does. Like, this is the absolute worst possible time that it could do this. It's like perfectly set to screw me over. Whether or not, like, I don't even know if any of this shit is going through. That's the most frustrating thing. I don't know if I'm getting or any of that shit.
Nope, no idea.
Or if it just cuts and then goes and then cuts and then goes. Well, it's allegedly mostly open, but I'm not seeing anything useful. I would just like to know that the work I've done today, like most of the work I've done today,
apparently the sound is good, so at least that's a small blessing.
Sound is coming through. Okay. Well, it's telling me we're excellent, which is of course a true fact about reality. Now, if I can... That is a little bit slower than I'd like, but it's not as slow as it was. Okay, that's most of it.
Right, it looks like we're going for another hour then.
Maybe 45 minutes, but still. It would basically be, an hour and a half. It's not good, though. That was not fun. I did not need that. It was not a necessary task. I very much hate it when that happens. But like I said, it used to be a much, much bigger problem. Instead of being something that I could sort out in, about 45 minutes, which, to be fair, would have taken significantly less if I also wasn't trying to stream at the same time. It's mostly okay-ish, better, kind of, sorta, which is an improvement, I would argue. But yeah, I can't remember what the hell we did this weekend anymore. Oh, we went out.
Yeah.
We went out and we did stuff. We went to a local, and it was a bit weird. They had a band on, but the people who were there were just like not people I knew, but they were all dressed very similarly to each other, and I found it quite unnerving. And so then we went out into a different area of it, and some people we knew were there, and we just hung out with them pretty much all night. And that was good. You had a pretty decent hangout. I gave the owner my phone number. And I did discover that, my winning streak of amazing pub quiz gaming things, we missed one. And we missed one because of Mrs. Sick climbing a mountain. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's my fault,
apparently. I'm mostly okay with that. I'm not seething with anger that I missed out on the incredibly important me showing off how much of a big nerd I am. But yeah. So it was a bit of a mixed bag, really. Then we just I can't remember what we did the next day. Oh yeah, we meant to go for a pub crawl, but because we went out the night before, I think neither of us, I didn't have much to drink. I had a couple of shandies because it was so hot. I needed something cold and long. And you had half a cider, and then my back killed me. And this is I got injured from sitting down in a pub. The walk was fine. We walked up a big hill, up to the first pub, and then I was like, it's lunchtime, and we know this place does okay food. So we're like, right, we'll just have some food. But because it didn't have, we were sat on a bench, because it didn't have a back. Holy crap. Benches are a young man's game. I need chairs with lumbar support.
I'm not that much younger than you.
Yeah, but you're not me. I didn't say it was anything to do with you. I don't know why.
You said it's a young man's game.
Yeah, you're not that younger than me, and you're also not a man.
I am no man. Stabs in face.
That is what she does every time we have sex. So yeah, it was I would have liked to have done the pub crawl, but it was not to be. And then we got home, and then we watched. What did we watch? Did we just watch Fargo, or did we watch a movie? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. It was fine. We had a weekend. We didn't have the kids because their grandpa took them away on a little holiday for the weekend. They had a good time. We had a good time of not having the kids, which is always a good time, even though they're no hassle.
Question: are you married? No.
No. Yeah. See, she really wants to get married, but the way I see it is...
Well, the way you say really wants to, I don't really want to.
You do bring it up a lot.
I just think financially there's a benefit to it.
I think there's a benefit where you have a ring on and you go, ooh.
I don't like wearing rings.
You wear a ring around your head.
What, you mean a circlet?
Yeah.
That would probably do my head in as well, literally. I'm not very much a jewelry person.
The way I see it, and
I don't mind some necklaces, but I'm not a big fan of them.
If I ever actually
nipple rings? No, definitely not.
agree to marrying her, the way it's going to be because I want a divorce. Can't get divorced if you don't get married.
Can we like get divorced?
Big brain shit.
Like it's like within like 3 minutes. Can we go for like a world record of the world's quickest divorce?
I imagine that's probably pretty tough to beat.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Because I bet someone's like done it at some speed. Like somehow it got nullified like seconds afterwards because of some bullshit. Get a tattoo. Yeah.
No.
Oh, I've just
3
realized.
minutes.
Do you mean like a tattoo ring?
3 minutes.
3 minutes what?
World's quickest divorce. They signed their marriage contract, but as they were leaving the courthouse,
yeah,
she tripped. The bride tripped. Instead of helping her up, the groom mocked her and called her stupid.
Oh my god, what a piece of shit.
So she was so offended that she immediately marched back in there and asked it to be annulled on the spot.
Yeah, that guy thought it was...
Wow.
Thing is, if you fell over and I laughed at you, you'd probably find it funny.
It's like falling over on your wedding day. Considering that I'm not one who wears heels and I'm not one that wears like really long dresses. So I could see myself falling over very easily.
I think if we ever do, we're going to get you the longest heels and the longest dress just to make everything as difficult for you as possible.
Thanks.
This will be my day and it'll all be about...
I want to be in a wheelbarrow and just be carted around all day.
I want that.
You want that?
That sounds amazing. I hadn't even thought of that.
Can we both be in wheelbarrows and then people push us up down the aisle?
How about let's skip the marriage and let's just get some wheelbarrows.
That sounds like a plan, yeah.
That sounds like a fucking genius plan. Yeah, I don't know. Marriage is just not a priority for me, and as I'm saying, I know so many people who got married.
Some people get like they get tattoos as wedding rings.
Yeah. I know.
I
just
know.
like the fact that someone just said get a tattoo, as if, oh, you don't want to get married,
No.
just get a tattoo instead.
Well, I don't have any tattoos at all, so.
Oh motherfucker, this can won't open.
You want some help?
If you have magical powers.
If you can, huh?
Die.
Oh, I see what you've done. You've broken it.
I haven't done anything.
You broke it.
I like the fact that you thought I don't know how to open a fucking can. It's like, oh, this idiot. He doesn't know how to open a
I
can.
don't think you're an idiot.
Just very dumb and doesn't know how to can.
Oh, it's not working.
Yeah, I tried a pen. I tried to make a pen.
Well, it is technically slightly open. If you pour it out, it'll be flat.
What? It's not.
You'd have to open it the other way. Because it's technically slightly open on the other end. It'd be really awkward, though.
I think what will happen...
I have a great idea. Just get another can.
I've got an even better idea.
Oh, no.
Die.
Don't die potato it. It'll go everywhere.
This will explode if I do anything.
Yeah, I know. Just
now,
get another one.
I can either go get a can...
Oh, fine. I'll go get one. Oh, my God.
And you have to hang out with chat.
No, I'm going.
Yeah, she doesn't like the idea of that. My goodness. I mean, last time I took over her computer, oh my goodness, I did a big very big faux pas. She quote unquote just beat Resident Evil 5 in saying that she played all the way through, got to the end boss, was starting to get very annoyed. This is a game I've never played before, FYI. And she said, oh, you have a go, expecting me to flub it. First try.
Are you still going on about that?
It was hilarious. It was hilarious how upset you were about it.
It's very upsetting.
That was the very funniest bit. She was mostly mad because I did everything she did, but it worked for me.
Crazy.
So she did try.
We don't mention the game, no.
No. I
He
mentioned
cheated! Yes, that's it.
I cheated. Yes, with my no minutes of preparation, no practice, no nothing. Just sat down, had a quick go, expecting to lose. Took no damage. I did it completely hitless.
Do you have a job? If yes, what is it? YouTube.
Yeah, we both have jobs. YouTube and YouTube. I have multiple YouTube jobs. She has just the one at the moment. Occasionally she helps me out on mine. And then we also have kids and other shit, and yeah. But for my part, I am absolutely a full-time YouTuber. It is how I earn my crust.
You what?
How I earn my crust. It is a known saying.
What word are you saying?
Crust.
Oh.
Like bread.
I thought you said crust. And I was like,
How
what the hell?
I earn my crust.
I was like, what the hell's a crust?
Yeah, my crust. Gonna have to figure out how to open that other can. I do have a very sharp knife elsewhere. But yeah. It has been kind of rough of it the last few months though. Nearly a year now, to be honest. Where just as I went on holiday, YouTube just absolutely shit the bed. And they changed something. And they also screwed something else up.
Wow,
And
really?
then since that point, everything has been significantly more difficult.
YouTube
no
always messes things up, though.
Like, the growth of my channel has effectively stalled. But a lot of people's channels have been absolutely cratering. And the fact that I managed to keep mine reasonably afloat, I feel is a testament to my ability to stop that from happening, I guess. Been incredibly fucking stressful, though. But that's why I've started more than one channel, to try and sort of alleviate that shit, do other stuff. I am also considering a third, because one of the things YouTube has done is they've made it so that if you go outside of your, like, primary wheelhouse, those videos will do terribly. It's kind of shocking how bad they do.
It is weird how much it's changed.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done some real fucky shit, and it's
like if you don't toe a very specific line, then
I wouldn't put it in those words, but it's like you have a thing that you do now, and it's decided, and if you try and do something else, it'll just go, no one wants to watch that, we'll give it no fucking support whatsoever, and it's gone. And it's like, oh well, that's helpful, which is why I absolutely had to make for doing the gaming stuff that I've wanted to do forever. I made a new channel because that would have been a terrible idea to do it here. And then I'm thinking about making a more specifically like the Crazies channel with your Hans Worms hat and your Roger of Mud Fossil University and other people of those ilk. That's where I'll cover those. And I just have to figure out a way of making videos without having to put quite as much production. As low as my production values are, they're still existent, and it's still a lot of work. So yeah. But yeah, to answer the question that initially asked, YouTube. Yeah, that's what we do, both of us. I don't know who you were asking, but now I've answered incredibly fully. How old are y'all? Old enough to know better. Not old enough to stop.
Old enough that I keep having naps during the middle of the day and it annoys me.
I've been waiting for a particular package to come because it's gotten stalled and it's been weeks now and it's driving me a bit crazy. But I phoned them up yesterday and they were like, oh yeah, no. No, was it yesterday or was it Saturday? It might have been Saturday.
Old enough for bench issues, exactly.
But yeah, I phoned them up and they said, no worries. It'll be sorted. So I was like, great. And then nothing happened. So it's still not coming. It still hasn't moved. And I was waiting up for that. And I ended up passing out on the couch because I hadn't gotten enough sleep. I was absolutely exhausted. And Yeah, nothing. So it's been a bit of an annoying fortnight, I'll be honest. On and off. Good things, bad things. Sov-sit people. I've never really covered Sov citizens. I don't find their claims like
You're gonna have to remind me. I have no idea what that is.
sovereign citizens, the ones who think that if they say something stupid, they can basically defy the law and it no longer applies to them, even though they exist in a place with those laws. Classic fucking morons. You've seen Sov-sit. They like scream at police a lot about their rights.
A lot of people scream at the police.
Yeah. Anyway, the reason I don't cover sovereign citizens is I don't see the argument. Like, yeah, they do say things, but I'm not nearly familiar enough with American law, which is where most of them are, let's be frank. And I kind of don't care enough to learn. Like, I'm happy to cover a topic that I'm unfamiliar with if it's something that I want to learn, which is always the case in science. But for legalese, I just don't care. And I also just don't think that any of their their videos are interesting at so much on you get to see a crazy person do crazy shit. But it kind of speaks for itself. Like, what am I actually going to say? Oh, you're a moron. Like, I know that some people are incredibly stupid and think that that is all I do. But there's a lot more to what I do than just calling people stupid. Calling people stupid is an important part. It's a cornerstone. But there's a whole other building attached to that one corner. You know. And I just don't think that there's much brick. There's not enough masonry for me to do sovereign citizens in a way that I feel would be worth it. And yeah, the guys who do it, like, more power to them. But a lot of what they do is just, that's really dumb. Also, here's this legal statute, and then that's that. There's rarely an argument to be had. I like stuff where it can be somewhat ambiguous as well. Where it can be like, here's the details, the finer details. Here's why this could be right and this could be wrong. That's interesting. When it comes to legal stuff, it's usually somewhat straightforward. I mean, not always, but again, I'm not interested enough to find out. So there you go.
Do you have any topics that you enjoy but don't fit with this channel?
I mean, if you mean interests, or presumably you mean like a form of stupid that I would cover, but I don't because it would perform poorly. That is actually now the other types of stupid. I used to cover all sorts of stuff. But then I started getting punished for certain things. And as much as I do believe you should work on what you want, you follow your passions. This is why looking for videos to work on is one of the hardest parts of what I do, is because I won't make a video that I know I'm not going to have fun making. I don't make stuff just because. I make stuff because I think it will be funny, or funny and interesting. Like, I can generally make almost anything funny, at least to me, but to be an enjoyable thing to talk about, something I like talking about. Like, I always like talking about atheism stuff. I always like talking about general philosophical stuff. And I like talking about like certain types of science that are not science, anti-science, pseudoscience stuff that is religious adjacent. I find that interesting. So I mostly already do that. The things that I don't do now, I just feel like I can't do. That might change in the future, but it's just not worth the risk. That's the unfortunate thing, is as long as I want my YouTube channel to financially support me and my family, there's certain risks that aren't worth taking, at least with the channel itself. The content is fine. And like I said, that's why I want to make a channel where I can talk about other things, and there'd be like a specific group of things. And to simplify that work so it's, you know, I can do that as well as this. So I never want this channel to run out. Like I just stop making videos. But yeah, it's all a bit everything. Fake histories that religious claim. So stuff like that can work on this channel. Whether or not it's specific. Oh, fuck you, Vegas.
Did it die on you?
Yeah, my editing software just randomly decided to crash. Hopefully, yes, I would like you to have auto-saved. How auto-saved are you? Reasonably. Right, we're going to have to make sure we have a backup of that.
What do you think about Poe's Law?
What do I think about Poe's Law? I think Poe's Law is dead. I think the idea of not being able to tell earnest stupidity, craziness, etc. from real stuff is that I don't think there's any point anymore in ironically being a flat earther, because the flat earthers are so fucking insane that there's nothing that you could do that would be as crazy as the people who genuinely believe it. So if you try to make a funny video where you're like, haha, isn't Earth flat? I'm so funny. And then, oh, we believe that the moon is fake. And they come along going, you believe in that? I don't know. There's just so much more stupid. The moon produces cold light and shit like that. It's like so much further beyond. So yeah. The other thing is that I get accused of covering Pose a lot because people think that the phrase "no one can be that stupid" is one that drives me a little bit crazy. As I think you'll find they absolutely can. And I keep bringing it up, but basically, especially over the last few years, essentially there are two broad categories of people, two broad groups, and they usually disagree on many topics. And each side of this aisle tends to think the other side is full of stupid people for almost everything. And you know for a fact on your side that the other people are fucking idiots. And they know for a fact. It's all in quotes, but everybody thinks everybody else is stupid. Like, and like actually crazy stupid. Like when it comes to the COVID thing, you either think that COVID was a real thing and you know, doing stuff about it was probably worthwhile, or there's a good chance that you thought it was overblown or like nonsense or something, and that what was done about it was bad. The two broad categories think the other side are fucking insane. So now when anybody comes to me and says, oh, no one's that stupid, it's like, what do you believe about this thing? And what do you believe about the people who think opposite to you? This is no less stupid than that, from your perspective, likely.
Thing is, as well, you get like grey areas. You get people who are like both sides as well. Like they have opinions that are really heavily ingrained in one side, and then they have sprinkles of other opinions which are on the other side.
Well, that's kind of irrelevant to my point. The point is that you probably think that someone believes something insane about some topic.
Yeah,
like,
but my point is that you get people who can also hold two very different drastic opinions at the same time and believe both of them totally.
Oh, cognitive dissonance, yeah, is just a thing. But yeah, it is what it is. So at this point, I still check when it comes to people I cover on my channel. Like I go and I check and make sure that they're at least relatively earnest or dedicated to the bit. And let's be frank, no one is that dedicated to the bit. It just doesn't happen. Like, because it requires concerted, consistent effort to have some small channel where no one or hardly anyone watches you, and that you keep doing the same stupid shit over and over and over again to basically no benefit.
If you've got like 300, 400 videos, all on a very similar topic, and you get like, what, less than 1,000 viewers or something.
Yeah.
Like,
then the chances are you're probably doing it because you think you're right, not because you think it's really, really funny to do it over and over and over again. For the most part these days, I try and like mix up my smaller stupids with some bigger stupids. The algorithm likes that shit, but you know, you've got to do what you got to do. But as long as it's fun, and as long as I continue having fun making it, like at no point, as much as it's stressed me out doing the broader parts of YouTube, the getting my videos up and making sure they get a decent number of views, the actual video making is still fun, bar when my computer decides to completely shit the bed and my server dies and everything stops working. That's not fun. But when everything's working properly, I always like making videos. I don't remember the last time I made a video that I was like really unhappy with. I might say something partway through that I later feel that maybe I didn't get quite right. But even that, I usually fix before it goes up anyway. It's just something that like I'll have something in my mind, and it'll be like digging in the back of my mind, and I'll be like, was that right? Did I fuck that up? And I have to go into it and then double check it and then listen to it and go, oh no, that was fine actually. Or I go, ah, shit, I'm not happy with that, and then I fix it. But that rarely happens. The other one is when YouTube decides to like consume my video and does some really weird shit to it when it processes it. That drives me crazy. It's pretty much everything outside of making videos is really, really annoying and frustrating. But making videos is generally pretty okay. I would like to make video editing easier. But writing, I love writing. Writing's my favorite part. And I'm pretty good at audio editing, I feel. Like, I think my... Like, when I record, there's loads and loads of breaks in my audio. But then I edit them all out to make it like a seamless thing of talking. And I feel I do a pretty good job of that. I think that most of my videos sound like they're recorded in one big monstrous take, which they technically are, but like not without any spaces between them. Jesus, I wish I was that consistent. That would be awesome. I could, this is something that I've thought about is, I'm sure someone somewhere would probably like it if I recorded their book as an audiobook. I can't fucking imagine, especially if I had to edit the audio myself. Presumably I wouldn't, but God, that amount of recording, hundreds of pages of audio recording, it's got to take days to do. It can't be something that you could do in one sitting. Like an hour of recording and I'm knackered. There's a reason I didn't want to do this again. It's because I knew... Wait, you can read? Thank you. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't like to do it again. It's a forced performative recording is like not even close to zero effort. It takes me about 35 to 40 minutes to record a standard script. And by the end of that, I'm actually somewhat physically tired by the whole thing. So doing that all day for several days sounds absolutely fucking abysmal. And your performance has to be pretty varied as well. Like if there's characters in that book, likelihood is you're not just going to read the characters. You're going to do some form. And I'm one of those assholes that likes to do all sorts of different voices. And then I forget what the voices are. And that's the best bit. But yeah. Have you considered a VTuber model? I have. I think it would not be a good aesthetic for this channel. I have considered it for the other one. I might even do it on the other one, just to make it a bit more visually appealing with a lot less effort. I think the style that is the Sics style and the types of animations that I do, it's just, it has a certain vibe. I quite like it. It's a lot of work, but it is something about this channel that's relatively unique. I mean, a lot of channels who do what I do what I used to do, which is have my guy just stood there, and then occasionally they might move so that there's an image somewhere, and people still do that, and that's fine and cool. Like, it was never about the visuals. These videos are about the words, but I do think it adds something to mine to have the movement and especially when I have. Sometimes I am so happy with a little animation, and a lot of the times, and not a lot of the times, occasionally, I'll make an animation way better than I planned on by making a mistake. One of them was there was a rock and a baby, and what was meant to happen is that the rock fell down and it squashed the baby, and then the blood would ooze out. And then I accidentally had the rock going too fast and the blood oozing out too fast. So instead, it just looked like it went and splattered, and I fucking pissed myself. It was so much funnier than what I was initially planning. I like those happy little accidents, especially when I'm messing with stuff.
Mrs. Sick, what are your views on religion and all that stuff? Like, I don't care if people are religious. Like, I'm happy if it makes you happy, go and be religious. But the biggest problem for me is when it starts, I guess, when you try, because this is what I used to do when I was religious. I would try and make something fit into reality just because I wanted to believe it. And realizing that beliefs don't have to fit into reality. They can just be beliefs, and you can just like them that way. You don't have to have them connected to science or how the world functions or the laws of nature or whatever. You don't have to have that. You can just have beliefs by themselves.
Or at least attempting to shape reality.
Yeah, it's shaping reality. It's trying to shape reality around your beliefs and force them.
Instead of letting your beliefs and reality sit in different hats.
It's rather than trying to force, like, it's a square peg, circle hole type thing. It's just like, you really, really want this to work, and it's just but the only way you're going to do it is force it.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be forced. It should just work.
It should ease nice and smooth.
Okay.
What?
But my point is like, you should be like, if like science shows how reality functions and it flows really well and easily because it shows how it works and functions. It doesn't really give an opinion on it or a belief about anything. It shows you how it works. That's all. Whereas beliefs are, well, in order for me to believe this thing, this has to change, and this has to change, and this has to change. And like, if you start changing reality, then it's not going to function, is it?
And the sort of fundamental faith-based beliefs can really screw you about.
There's plenty of people who, like, you can be religious and you're just like, yeah, I understand that science shows how things work, and I understand how, it's correct because there's evidence to show it, but I still believe in God.
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel comfortable. It makes me feel better about myself. I wake up in the morning with pep in my step and I go out and be kind to people type thing. Like, go ahead. I don't care.
Whereas I wake up with my atheism and I think, I'm going to punch an old lady in the face.
No, you wake up with anxiety.
Yeah, that's mostly it. Probably because I'm thinking about punching an old lady in the face.
Right, okay.
I mean, don't you? What kind of atheist are you if you don't constantly think about causing as much harm as possible?
Oh,
that does drive me fucking crazy.
Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, you can be a Jehovah's Witness, but at least admit that the origins of your religion are very fucking sketchy.
Are you talking about that, or are you talking about Mormonism?
Jehovah's Witnesses as well.
Oh, okay. It says Mormonism is the most sketchy.
There's Mormonism as well. That's also sketchy, but there's also...
That's literally the con artist one, isn't it?
Mormonism and Jehovah's Witnesses are both con artists, I think. Let me check.
I don't remember what... I don't think I've even looked into the origins of Jehovah's Witnesses. Right, I finally finished editing with 10 minutes left of... Well, I guess it's technically 10 minutes. Look how nice I am, not just ending the stream immediately. You're just so lucky. Well, it all worked at least. I'm going to move this over here. So yeah.
Oh, the irony.
The Church of Sics. The Church of Sics would be a big room with locked doors so that no one could get to me.
Not even me?
You'd be locked in with me.
You're locked in here with me.
Yeah, that's the very first thing I thought. Scientology. Of all tologies, it is the most tollage. Yeah, Scientology is based on science fiction, yes. People who think that it's like scientific are wildly wrong. It's quite fascinating just how crazy it is. It's very, like, I think that's the thing about modern religions. They're no less bonkers. Like, old religions are no less bonkers than modern ones. But there's something about, I guess it's an appeal to antiquity or something.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That if something's been around for a long time, just because it's crazy doesn't mean that it's dumb. Whereas everyone understands that Scientology is fucking nonsense, except for the people in it. It does make you wonder that in 1,000 years' time, if Scientology is still about, if it will be much more, like, revered.
No.
Just because you've decided.
No, just because if you, like, it's just their behaviour.
It's got the same shit.
Yeah, but there's plenty of plenty of religions, like certain very niche sects of religions, which are particularly cultish.
Yeah.
And Scientology gives off a huge vibe of that.
Yeah, but all of the ones from the original Christianity was like 500 people and would have been incredibly culty. They're all the same.
Well, yeah.
That's what they're like. If you were back then, you're going, no, it's Christianity. I'm
going to talk about Egypt again. Because they had cults in Egypt.
Culture of Egyptology.
Well, they had each temple had its own worshippers that liked that particular god more than others.
There is no topic on this planet that isn't also about Egypt.
It's just easy to bring it in back to Egypt. It's not difficult.
She told me the other day that, since I've been playing games, I'm less like obsessed with Egypt, and I'm like, I can't tell the difference. You just have an extra thing.
I like video games.
She likes video games and Egypt, and she particularly likes Egyptian video games.
Yeah.
For some reason, the only thing they ever seem to do is
city builders.
Yeah.
Which I really like, city builders. So
it is kind of perfect, but it would be like maybe
the reason I like city builders is because of the Egypt.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because Age of Mythology was my jam.
All
my god.
To Egypt, as they say. Oh my god.
Egyptian god of feet. Oh god, there's a lot of bare feet in Egypt. Yeah.
In 1,000-year time, someone will find Sics server and make a religion out of his holy video transcripts. Not that this is going to happen for me, but a lot of philosophers who were in their time, no one knew who the fuck they were, and are now like considered good thinkers. So there's a good chance, I wouldn't say for me because I'm just an asshole on the internet, but there'll be some guy making videos talking about philosophy or something else or something like that, that potentially in a few hundred years' time, they'll be like, oh yeah, that guy was actually onto something. I would like it if that happened to me. I don't fucking see it happening. I have pretty okay ideas, and my jokes are pretty on. Maybe I'll be considered a genius of taking the piss, and the sickest language will become ubiquitous worldwide. That'll be it. That'll be a great way to leave. You're a smart idiot. Exactly. Assassin's Creed Origins is based in Egypt. Kind of.
Yeah, it's based
It's the wrong
it's the
period.
It's the Ptolemaic period, which is the end of Egypt. It was when the Greeks took over.
And a lot of the hieroglyphs are... Is it that they're nonsense or that they're just not real?
They're late Egyptian.
Yeah, they're wrong. They're not good enough.
Yeah, I prefer Middle Egyptian. So when I'm trying to read late Egyptian, I can't read it.
She doesn't like their new stuff where they sold out. She likes their middle, more experimental phase.
Sure. It's mainly just because there's more Middle Egyptian
The
than
early
there is.
stuff was okay. It was, you could see where they were going with it. But where they really got into a groove in the middle Egyptian period.
Right, okay.
And then late Egyptian, they lost the fucking plot. They started doing things on roofs. It just wasn't the same anymore.
Oh God! And when they went into Coptic, wow.
Oh yeah. Egypt maxing, obviously.
Goldilocks Egypt, exactly.
Yeah. So the jokes are the best ones, without a doubt. I do like. I'm a useful idiot, not like most of them. You know that useful idiot is like a really, really strong insult, right? That suggests that basically I do things that some group of people find very helpful, but actually I'm a fucking moron.
The best Egypt law is Stargate, anyway. No, it isn't. Oh my God, I roll my eyes at that show so much.
She fucking loves that show.
I do. I love the show, but oh my God, I just like rolling my every time.
She
like
has to turn
Daniel
off her
Jackson,
brain.
Daniel Jackson. What does this mean? And he goes off on one about something to do with Egypt. I'm like, well, that's wrong. It's really annoying.
You just assume that it's actually not Earth, like it's Earth.
Yeah,
too.
I have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to like compartmentalize
That show,
it.
I don't know if no, it was Star Trek, I think, did the first one where they went to an alternate universe and everyone had like mustaches.
Okay.
And Stargate did the same thing. I have to assume it was like a nod to that because it's really funny. Like seeing the big bad who's like this smooth-skinned, like almost ethereal-looking guy. I can't remember his name. The first main baddie.
What, from the movies?
No, from the... I was going to say games. See, the series.
You mean Apophis, then?
Yeah, Apophis. And then Apophis with a fucking goatee.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Teal'c with a goatee turns up. And they look so fucking dumb. It completely ruins their aesthetic. That smooth, shiny, golden appeal with a weird little goatee is so weird. But yeah, okay, we managed to get to an hour. Nothing else broke, kind of, except for when it did. But I'm going to call it there and have a heart attack because I'm still kind of stressed out about what happened earlier. But it is what it is, and I will do. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for someone earlier who gave me some cash while they were waiting. That was very nice of you. And we will see you in the next one.
Gravy, gravy, gravy.
I
am playing...
yeah, she's playing Resident Evil 6 tomorrow.
I'm playing Resident Evil 6 if you want to come and watch me
If you want to watch her hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks, you'll have a good time.
You keep saying that.
I'll show you the video. It's really
There's
funny.
a video? Has it got spoilers in it?
It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
Okay.
It mostly spoils wiggling the sticks.
Okay.
Okay, thanks everyone for coming, and we'll catch you later.
Because 5's the same.